Hey everyone, well in this video I'm going to be running that little Stihl MS260 that the project saw that I built for my nephew here. This is actually his saw. If you go back into my first video here, and I'll pretty much explain and show what I all did to this saw. I'm not going to get into it here. This is a test and tune video. I've had it up and going once before here. I was just cutting a bunch of test cookies here on a balsam black poplar. Not the greatest wood in the world, but good enough anyways to just cut it all up into cookies and use it for testing different saws. And I've been testing this one. Like I say, I got some run time on it here after I reassembled the saw, just getting it set up for him, and give it back to him here shortly. He's going to put it to work in his tree service work that he does. It's turned out to be a good strong little runner. The chain I have on there, the bar and chain, is what he gave me, what he had on the saw. The chain was pretty whooped. Somebody else, like I say, he didn't get to run the saw, I don't think much. He noticed there was something wrong with it, like I had said in the first video, and when he pulled the muffler, the exhaust port was almost completely plugged full of carbon, so that's why the saw wasn't quite running right. And like I say, go back in the first video, I'll show everything that I did there to get it to where it is now. Is it a totally crazy wild animal? No, but it's a very good, strong running little saw. Like I mentioned, the bar and chain aren't the greatest on it. It's of course a Stihl bar and Stihl 23 RS. It's one of the older Stihl chains. Chips that I'm pulling on it, on that chain, they were, like I say, pretty beat, and I took in making some pretty good chips actually. I put it on my chain grinder and just did a quick and down and dirty, I just did a quick and dirty sharpen on it to get it back around. The corners were all pulled and rolled and knocked off of it. It got rocked somewhere pretty hard. It was a good chain, but by the time I ground it down, now I went and put a hand file on it to try and bring it around, and we'll see how this goes. So anyways, enough yapping, gonna get into it here, set up the camera, and I haven't run it yet today. The last time I ran it was 48 hours plus, 2-3 days ago. So this is a true cold start, so I'm just going to back the camera up here, and we're going to do some test cuts here right away. You'll see me firing it up here. So let's see how this little bugger does here. Like I say, this is going to be a cold start, and I'll let it warm up, and then we'll just edit the video in for when I'm ready to start cutting. But I'll show you the cold start here though. It's a good starter and it's a good restarter. The other day when I had started and ran it 3 pulls from dead dry, and it fired right up, and 1 pull restarts several times. We'll see how it acts here now. So probably make a monkey of me, but whatever. There we go. 2 pulls to pop it off, and we'll see if it'll fire on the 3rd. say, that chain is not the greatest. I'm literally pushing down almost as hard as I can on it. I can feel the rakers rubbing, like vibrating. So like I say, it's you know, making decent chips anyways. So I think it'll make them a good strong running saw regardless. These are chips from the last couple of cuts here, and no, this is not from the rip cuts. This is from the cross cuts. That's what my chain hand filed is pulling for chips out of there. So I think this little saw is doing pretty good for what it is. Not too bad, I guess. I think the saw is doing fairly well. Is it the strongest running saw out there? No, but cutting about 6-7 inch diameter stuff, which is about what these small saws live their life doing, and I know that's what my nephew is planning on cutting with it, just topping and limbing and you know, smaller, medium-sized wood. He's not going to be doing any big stuff, so he's got bigger saws for that. So I think this little saw will do well for him. It's a pretty strong runner. I went and tried it in some dead dry tamarack. I have a few pieces, chunks left there, some 12-13 inch stuff, and pretty much the same thing. When I'm cross cutting, I can literally lean on it with that chain, mind you. If you had a real hungry chain, that chain is getting down to the bottom, and I've sharpened it a couple times trying to bring it around because it was, like I say, it was messed up pretty bad, but it's cutting pretty good. Now some of you are going to criticize and say, well, you're not cutting oak or hickory, or yeah, true, but any saw just cuts slower the harder the wood you get, that's all. Just takes longer to get through the cut because it's just harder to cut, plain and simple. Yeah, this is a pretty soft wood, but it's also sticky and gummy at this time of the year. It's full of sap, and this kind of poplar actually closes the kerf in. It's got a real fuzzy you know, nature to it. It pinches the bar and the chain, so it powers through it pretty good. So, well, anyways, if it keeps going for any length of time like this, I know my nephew should be happy with it. So, anyways, just like to say thanks everybody for stopping by and checking out another one of my videos, and we'll see you all in the next one.